I don't know what's going to happen here. John told me he'd be home before I started, but he's not. So the dogs might go crazy in a few minutes. I have no idea. She's already going crazy. Happy Thursday. I got to situate my yarn. Hello. We had kind of a tough walk. Somebody's girl dog is a little stubborn. We'll get there, but and she's smart, but she's just being a little stubborn. And it's like we have a super great walk, and then a few days later, we have a crazy one that is. Hello, hello. I'm working on a sweater for John Carey. Oh, you can't fit, bud. We can't all fit in the chair. Hang on. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, Erica needs to go on her walk. I'll tell you what. I hope yours is better than ours was today. I mean, it really wasn't bad. It's just a little bit frustrating, when you're trying to train. She's come a super long way. So I can't complain. Just, it's just really weird because we'll have a really great one where we have no problems at all, and then we'll have one where she's just a crazy lady. I don't know. Yeah, Mel, I know you're dealing with a whole different level. Babes, I'm sorry you can't fit. We can't all fit in this chair. Mel said, I feel you though, so much training. It is. I'm feeling discouraged today, but I shouldn't because really she's come a long way. Erica said he's 5 months tomorrow, so we're in the go backwards era. I know that one. Otherwise, he really is a love bug. And she is a love bug, you guys. I'm not sorry. It just wasn't a great one today. Jen said, just got a Husky Lock S15 overlocker. Is that the same as what we would call a serger? Danielle said, yay, I caught a live. It's Danielle in Kentucky. Hey, Danielle. She said, I finished the rocking chair socks this morning. On to pattern number 8. How did you like those? I didn't think those were too bad. I used yarn I really liked, and they turned out so pretty. I'm missing a pair right now, by the way. I think it's pair number 14. I knit them with a red yarn that I dyed myself, and I can't find them. I'm usually really careful to corral them in one particular place, and I cannot find them. But I'm thinking they're just in a bag or something. You know what I mean? Mel said the size says it all. Yeah, and then we came home, and normally they just sack right out after, and she is so keyed up at the window. So it's a little bit, I'm just not sure why she's so keyed up today. Ghislaine said, good for you, Danielle. Oh, fun, Jen. I bought one used, I think I talked about it a while ago, and it was unthreaded. So I had to look up videos to get it threaded, and I finally did it maybe a month ago. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a pain. Lady Morty said, I'm not on a plane or in a car for a surprise live for once. Yay. Hello, Deb. What are you guys all working on? Maybe you're not working on it right now. Mel said, Erica, I'm staring down the barrel of jerk teen mode now. Hang in there. We got an adult. We did the rescuing so we wouldn't have to do that. And it's just like I said, it's just discouraging. And I'm having a hot flash talking about it. So we were doing very well, and I take both of them together, and then John and I went on a walk where we each took one, and it was like total chaos. Like they didn't know what to do. And sorry, it's actually funny. And it really hasn't gotten back on. We've done it a few times, gone back and forth, and I would have thought they could adjust, and they're just not getting it, I guess. I don't know. Carrie said maybe there's a new smell in the air somewhere and she's reacting to it. We didn't go anywhere unique to us, so I don't know. Welcome, Jen. Candy said I am knitting my first set of mittens. I finished mittens yesterday or the day before. I think, what day? It's Tuesday. I finished them on Tuesday. Carrie said I'm working on being driven to the tattoo studio right now. Is this for a new one or like working on an old one? Deb said spinning yarn to hopefully use in the Stephen West knit along, mystery knit along, right? Next month. I have not even seen anything about that. Usually I do. Carrie, I do need one. I think I bought one. Didn't I order one? Did I ever take it out of the box? Where is that? Because one of my friends has a really good one. Can you even tell? I feel like you can't really tell. Elaine said, I'm almost done. 2 crochet blankets for my nephews for Christmas. That's so nice that I spelled out their names in glow-in-the-dark yarn. I think they will love it. I think they will too. How fun is that? Mel said, could be some wild animal moved through the area and it's got her wound up. I mean, we have everything that Michigan has been spotted in our area. You can't see it, Elizabeth? Good. Okay. Are you lying? I mean, there's pictures of bears less than a mile from us. They occasionally see they call them a cougar in this part of the country. We have coyotes all the time. So deer, everything. We pretty much have everything. I mean, but it is possible that there's something going around. And I mean, the chipmunks, even when the chipmunks chitter and stuff in the backyard, she goes crazy. Carrie said, Elizabeth and Trish, I'm letting my artist friend make her pieces. Currently on my right arm into a sleeve. I told her nature, mushroom, Studio Ghibli, go nuts. Oh my gosh. Wow. Lisa said, I'm not knitting, but I'm working on a woven wall hanging on a small tapestry loom. So good to see you. Yes, we do have all the animals. Yeah. The bear, I don't think, was this year. Lisa, you know where I live. There's like a mile north of us. You go up and then you go to the left. And there was a bear in the backyard of those people that live up there. I'm sure you probably know someone up there. Elizabeth said, I'm working on a hat and getting ready to cast on the Vertices Unite shawl by Stephen West. Which one is that? Now here he is. See, I knew this was going to happen. Hi. Did you guys hear that? He's like, hi. Elizabeth said, I'm working on a hat. Wait a minute. And getting ready. Okay, I said that one. Carrie said, I got you. I'm totally tripped up. Hey, you reminded me I ordered a Classy Lady fan and it hasn't arrived yet. The one I'm talking about is like rechargeable. Kathy said, hi, Trish. I'm working on a Fair Isle vest. Did you have a good day? I did. Good. With steeked armholes, I'm so happy to hear your voice this morning. Now, he just came over because he wanted to make sure he got his spot back. Hey, June. June said, hi, all recovering from COVID. I'm glad you're recovering. I'm spinning Tussa Silk. Love it. It is so great to see the dogs grow together. They love each other. Okay, Erica, that's one thing we don't have here. Well, it may have been 2 years ago, Lisa. Okay, Elizabeth's hi, John. Oh, he's upstairs now. Sorry. Lady Jasmine's working on a turtle. Are you crocheting it, knitting it? Oh, bye, Carrie. Good luck. Uh-oh. I am not sure which arm her octopus tattoo is on, but it's a cool one. Yeah, Ghislaine said I have a rechargeable fan. Love it. I bought one. There's really only one place it could be. I'm going to have to go dig around. That wasn't very smart of me. Mel said, oh my, he's very cute. He is so sweet, but he sometimes gets a little annoyed with her. Lady dog. Erica said they are amazing to watch. One time 50. Are we talking about elk? Okay, she said yes, it's the opposite arm. Lady Jasmine said crocheting. Oh, it's a Christmas gift for my uncle. Hey, Rox. Rox, what are you working on? Everybody's telling me what they're working on. I just had a frustrating dog walk a little while ago, so I need to relax and chill. Kathy said I acquired an original Ashford traditional. I've only used an e-spinner. Any hints on where to get cheaper bobbins? It doesn't take the jumbos. So the standard size Ashford bobbins, I think you can get those 3D printed. I'm not sure where, but I would look on Etsy and see if... Thank you. Is that begin the weekend?
It's a freaking weekend.
Yay! Rox is working on a new cardigan. The purple one is gorgeous, Rox. And the story about the buttons is... I loved it. I think you told it in a video, right? You don't have a blog, do you have a blog too? Did I read it or did I watch it? I feel like I watched it. Bonnie said I'm knitting a cardigan as a test knit. Crazy said working on a sweater. Kim just got a new wheel. Do you love it? Kim said I got my singles done, so now I'm going to use my big EEW to ply. My first time using it. So fun. Erica said good luck, Carrie. Have fun. Lady Morty said trying to finish up a baby sweater and hat for a friend before the baby is born and before the Stephen West knit along starts. He is the best. You are right. He is the best. He definitely looks out for me. Elizabeth said John's the best. Allison said sorry, I almost read your last name. Just cast on a hand spun Halloween sock. Allison, are you in the Facebook group? And if so, would you post a picture of it? Because I would love to see that. Rock said I did an IG post. I think it must have been the video. Because I remember you saying they were just like, they were slightly different from each other, but I thought they looked, I feel like you wouldn't even notice that. They were so cool. Cheers. He puts it in here so I can't spill it. Candy said your hubby is just like mine, also named John. He brought me my margaritas and my tumbler. See? Candy gets it. Ghislaine said, yes, that purple is awesome. Elizabeth, if I could, I really would. And you are not the first person to ask the question. Mel said those buttons Rox chose are perfect for the sweater. I agree. Oh, good. Okay, Allison, that would be so cool. Rox said the buttons were all the same size but had different carved designs on them. I love them too. It seems like that was a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I feel like time is getting weird because everything that's going on, like traveling and with my dad and everything, has been making me feel like time is going fast and slow at the same time. And the wedding. Hello, Rania. Happy to see you watching your old weaving videos today. Uh-oh, are you getting ready to weave? Hello, Cindy. Pete, how are you? Elizabeth said actually cloning him would probably backfire because all the clones would still only love you. I don't know if that's true. If they have a different life experience, they might love someone else, you know? Mhm. I don't know what that is. Not sure. Pete, didn't you move to France? Been a rough few MH months. What does MH mean? Uh-oh. MH. Elvis just got down so I can knit. Actually, I'm purling, but who's counting? Oh, Pete, I'm so sorry. I hope you're coming out of it. Oh, moving next month. Moving to France, right? Oh my gosh, moving is a lot. So it's Thursday afternoon here. Depends on where you are. Okay, yes, he's moving to France. So what does everybody have plans for this weekend? Big ones? Besides Carrie, who's getting a new tattoo? Oh my gosh. Mel said also Allison's comment made me realize YouTube has new chat emojis. Ooh, and John forgot to say it, but hey, if you wouldn't mind, can you hit the thumbs up, please? That would be cool. Elizabeth said, I thought you moved a long time ago. I actually did too. Have you just been getting the house ready to go? Oh, really? Rox, right now you're this weekend? Is that what you're doing this weekend? Rox said, moving my dad's ashes from one cemetery to another down in Wichita. It's great to see you too, Lillian. Mel is hosting her mom's 80th birthday party tomorrow. That sounds fun. Elizabeth said, my son and my dad, who is visiting, are running a half marathon. Oh, wow. Did you guys hear that? Ghislaine said, I'm going to help my mom empty her garden. I should probably do that, but I doubt I will get it done. I think I can do one more, probably pick on the tomatoes and the peppers because they've still been going. They're slowing down, though. And Rock said, yep, this weekend. Oh, Pete, that happened to me once. Pete said, more packing, house sale fell through, so had to start from scratch. I am so... Did you hear it, Elizabeth? He was jumping back up into the chair. He's a real contributor. Lady Jasmine said, throwing a birthday party for my kiddos on Saturday. Mel said, crazy... It's warm here. I wouldn't say crazy warm, but it is warm. She said, so now I don't know what I'm wearing to the party. Uh-oh. Pete, listen. It is daily. In fact, was Lisa here when he did that? I think she's gone now, probably. But I had a friend here on Wednesday. She comes over every Wednesday. And he was sitting on the rug by the front door as she was leaving. And he did that like 3 times in a row. And he's just sitting there staring at us. And we're just cracking up laughing. He's not well. Ugh. I mean, it did happen during a video once. I didn't have to leave it in, but I did because it was so funny. Well, it sounds like you guys are all doing a lot of stuff. We're really not doing much, we think. We do have some backyard work to do. I gotta plant some stuff that was in baskets and stuff. Not baskets, pots on the deck. stuff like that. That is perennial, so it'll come back next year. I want to get it all planted. And we still don't have the cover on the pool, even though we've been planning on doing that for a month. So that'll happen. Leaves are starting to fall. I don't think we've ever waited this late. So I really want to get the cover on. Oh my gosh, Pizza had been researching alpacas for when we eventually move. So did you buy like farmy kind of property, Pete? Elizabeth said I have yard work to do. Oh, Candy said we are waiting for carpet installers to come today, so probably moving stuff back into the room. Oh, that reminds me. We are getting a new awning on our camper. You can tell we're getting old because that gets us excited, like new awning on the camper. Rock said our weather was so weird this year that I saw some lilac bushes blooming again. My lilacs did something really weird. All the leaves fell off. And then they have all this new growth with new leaves just at the tips of every branch. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm worried that maybe it's not okay, but Erica said, my house looks like squirrels had a circus in here. I can relate to that. Mel said, if it's hot, you may need to take one more dip. The problem is, Mel, it's so cold at night and we don't have a heater for our pool. So it gets way too cold to swim in. That's the problem. We used a solar one this year for the first time ever. John basically rigged it up out of black solar pipe and with a pump, and it helped, but it doesn't help enough when it's getting down into the 40s and 50s at night. So Rania said, I'm thinking about seeding some salad for overwintering. That's a really good idea. Tomatoes still going strong. I think first frost will be late this year, maybe late October. Yeah. We have not had a frost yet, but it's gone into the 40s, and so then our tomatoes and peppers will slow down by that time. So, but it's so sunny and warm in the day. Danielle said our apple tree has new growth and blooms too. Weird, right? Pete said, yes, it's an old farm with barns and a second house on the acreage. How awesome. Ooh, Rock said our lilacs did too. It's a bacteria from all the wet weather. If you rake up all the leaves under the bushes, the bacteria won't come back next year, hopefully. Okay, we will do that. We have myrtle. If you guys know what myrtle is, it's my least favorite ground cover. Under those lilacs, so it's kind of hard to get them, but I will get them. I might even just go ahead and chop the myrtle back. Mel said one of my lilacs is doing that too. Not good. I think it's a fungal infection. I never even thought about that. Right, rural France. P. You lucky. Rock said maybe it is a fungus, bacteria or fungus, one of those two. Yeah, okay. I will do that. We've never had that before here. And we have a big lilac. And did we have one at the old house? I did have one at my house before. Oh, Deb, wow. Deb, that is a new emoji too, and I love it. Mel said, thanks for the tip, Rocks. Okay, lilac blight. I'm glad I said something, because John was like, is our lilac dying? And it was right after, this has nothing to do with it, but it was right after I went in and chopped all the suckers off, all those weird little, that come up. And he was like, did you kill it? He didn't say, did you kill it? But I know, it's implied. I did not kill it. Tyra said we have had our first couple, frosts, the end of August here on Oregon, and we have irises coming up. They're about a foot. So there is something weird going on. My irises will bloom again in the fall sometimes, and I do have one stalk with multiple flowers on it. It's really nice. Kim said just had to close the door on the kittens. They are no help with applying. Pete said it's pouring with rain here in England. Our conservatory has just flooded. Pete, didn't you have flooding before? You poor man. We actually got 6 inches of rain. It depends on who you ask. On Tuesday here. And then the next town over had 10 inches of rain in one day. And it's right close to us. I don't understand how it could be so different, but it is. And there was flooding everywhere, but we didn't have any this year. Mel said, I think it can also spread if you don't clean off your loppers well. Uh-oh. Rock said they say to thin the lower branches to allow airflow. Okay, so that's what I did at the time, because I did some branches as well. We have to mow close to it, so if I thin it lower, it's easier to get in there, you know? So that's basically what I had just done. So at least that's good. Nikki, I haven't seen those. I better look those up. I love my Addie Clicks. Rania said I have raspberries fruiting like crazy for the second time. That is really weird. Erica said we had a dust storm called a how do you say it? Haboob? Here last night. Freaky. Looked like the Dust Bowl days. It makes me wonder if we're going to have a crazy winter. Like a ton of snow. Oh, Erica says Erica doesn't know how to say it either. I just feel like the way I said it can't be right. Other than that, there really isn't much going on here. I mean, besides our lilac and that I need to get a few things planted and pick the last batch of tomatoes. We're kind of boring. But boring is good in the moment right now. Erica said, I think we're supposed to have a lot of snow, Midwest, Idaho, and Texas. Oh, okay. Last weekend, I did go on the wedding dress shopping trip with the bride for next year, and she found a dress. And she told me what color I'm supposed to wear, but I'm not going to look for a while. And that's about it, really. Just knitting, spinning. Oh my gosh, really, Elizabeth? She said, I saw there is already flooding happening in western North Carolina due to the hurricane, even though it's still in the Gulf. Uh-oh, 3 what? Irini, hello! I bet you're having hot, sunny weather. Whoops. I'm having a hard time getting through this sweater. Just a little bit boring. Deb said Montana is supposed to have a light winter, but then last year's farmer's almanac said heavy snow and we didn't even get any until January, and it was only for 2 weeks. Wow, that's crazy. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before, but Susie, our Susie, a lot of you guys know her, is in Wyoming, and she was posting snow pictures, but I think that was the year before. Irene said, yes, we still have 30 Celsius. We go to the sea. Didn't you just get back from a vacation, or are you still on it? Oh, and I actually talked to Eileen and Lisa recently because I was thanking them. They sent me a package, and Eileen said she thinks she's going to be back pretty soon. So Lady Jasmine said, Montana here too. Our weather has been insanity this entire year. How was your summer over there? I love it over there. Rock said, I'm glad I started with the left front of this cardigan. It's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Hopefully got the kinks worked out for the rest of it. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I finally finished those mittens. I don't have the mittens here, but you know the hat, the Norland hat? I finished the mittens on Tuesday, and the first one, I literally started it over 5 times. I probably haven't started a project 5 times in 15 or 20 years. I just could not get it right. Erica said, here comes my friend for the walk. Have fun. She said, great hanging out for a bit. Irene said, no, I've been back a week. Okay, but on weekends we go swimming. Got it. Yeah, that's the only thing that helps when it's hot like that. Elsbeth said, all the kudos to Mel for calling me and telling me about the live. I've got my head deep in prep, so would have missed it. Yay, I'll have lunch with y'all. That's why I posted the pre things on Facebook and YouTube. I was hoping that that would help some of you that don't get the notifications. Jan said, hello, Fibre friends from sunny Colorado. Record high temp today. Really? Knitting a cat stuffy, socks, and a Shetland wool sweater. Wow. I'm flopping this big sweater around in my lap. Deb said, indeed, Lady Jasmine. Lady Jasmine said it was hot, not much rain, lots of big fires around the state. Oh, that is so scary. I hate that. We had like 6 or 7 weeks without really any rain to speak of, which is kind of unusual for us. So it got pretty dry. I take the dogs up. I was going to say occasionally we both go, but usually it's me, to this park that has a little lake that we walk around, and half of it was down like to just mud. So, and that's the same one that overflooded and flooded us in 2020. Mel said I had to run, keep the puppy from being crazy with the house cleaners. I'm sure that's fun. Elizabeth said I appreciated the warning. I would have missed it too. I would have been at the grocery store, and now I'm postponing until we're done. Oh, thank you. I'm going to stay till 3:30, so. But I think, Elizabeth, you're in Indiana, right? So you're on the same time as me. Elspeth said I've been a procrastinating queen, so I had to turn off my Wi-Fi to get this work done. So smart. I've never even thought of doing that. She said, Mel, I still can't find my phone. Uh-oh. Did you get the phone call on your watch, Elsbeth? Mel said, thinking of all those that are being impacted by the hurricane, it's scary. I saw a post of a friend whose grandma got to higher ground, and she had friends there that could not leave, and that is just terrifying. Like, that is so scary to think that you could get stuck. Fingers crossed they won't, but oh my gosh. So yeah. How long is it supposed to last? Does anybody know? Elizabeth said on my watch. Yes, okay. I mean, just thinking about it too much kind of freaks me out a little bit. My grandparents used to live on the ocean side. That's when we started to worry about hurricanes. Rania said at least she had friends and hopefully some wine. Yep. Or something. Is anybody spinning besides Kim? I know Kim said she's got singles ready to ply or almost ready to ply. Hey, Kylan, how are you? Irene said we also had no rain all summer and have problem with water. I only wish we won't have too many heavy rains altogether. I know. Yep, it was for us. That's what we got. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. Elsbeth said natural disasters are terrifying. We had a 4 magnitude earthquake this morning. What? It's on the fault that's supposed to blow. That is so scary. I mean, you guys, I have a little piece of wool on me. We have had little ones here, like 2s. And you know they happened. It's not like you don't know. But to be in a place where the big ones are, I don't know if I can handle it. Aaron's got some singles ready to ply for socks. Elsbeth said I've still got plying on my wheel. Oh, yeah. Ronnie said, yes, they are. About the natural disasters. Jen said, I'm spinning some burgundy merino, 3-ply. Ghislaine said, yes, I'm spinning the fiber I dyed with Kool-Aid. So fun to spin all the colors. Does it smell good? That's what I like about dyeing with Kool-Aid. Kylan said, planning on cleaning, shoveling through craft room ready for guests next month. Ooh, that sounds fun and also not fun. I love going through the craft room because I always find stuff that I forgot about. Like maybe my fan. Nikki said, I'm knitting with hand spun. I like that. Lady Jasmine said, I have a full bobbin on my wheel. Have to spin the second still. Elizabeth said, oh yes, I have some of your fiber on my kiwi and just finished plying up 12 ounces of nest fiber last week. Ooh. You guys are all getting a lot more done than I am. I have some of my fiber on the sparrow, the daedalus sparrow, but I haven't touched it in a week. But I think tonight I'm going to spin a little bit. Candy said, I just got my new Ashford e-spinner this morning, so I'm gearing up to spin. That sounds fun. A new wheel is just too fun. It's too fun. Kim said, I've been plying for 10 minutes, and I'm ready to buy an auto winder for this. Is there an auto winder for it? Yes, there is, isn't there? But it's like more expensive than the actual wheel. Ghislaine said yes. Jan, she meant to type, I've been plying. It is an adjustment to go back and forth. I have the same thing because of the woolly winders. When I go back to a wheel where I have to switch hooks or slide hooks or whatever, I definitely notice that I forget because I'm not as used to it. But I still like the big bobbins. It's fine. I can adjust to things. Okay. Big sweater flop. I don't know how many more inches I have to go before ribbing, but it's a few. I was worried the whole thing was way too huge, and he tried it on, I don't know, a little while ago. This is something I have to fix. Oh my gosh, here's another one. Hang on, I don't have one. Shoot. All right, we'll put a piece of tape on it for now. Kim said autocorrect, I've been. Ghislaine said, I finished spinning my super soft hand spun into a scarf and it turned out so good and soft. Do you know what it was? Yes, Elizabeth said he is a tall dude. I think that's one of the things that he actually likes about the knitting is that I can make him stuff with like sleeves that are long enough. Okay, maybe I can't put tape on it. And the bodies are long enough. Otherwise, it's so hard for him to find stuff. Andrea said, craft room cleaning for me today. I've misplaced some hand spun. It's here somewhere. If you find my red socks that I just finished, please let me know. Could they be in with the sparrow? I think I finished them that day. I bet you they're in there. Okay, Elspeth said, I love flopping a big project, especially at this time of year. It cools you down when doubling as a leg warmer. That's it. Look at the bright side. Okay, where's the other? For now, we'll put tape on this, and then I'll take it off and put a stitch marker on it later. Mel said, I've got less than 2 ounces of fiber left to spin for my Eye Dazzler sweater. What is Eye Dazzler sweater? Ghislaine said the beige was camel down. Ooh, I love spinning that. And thus a silk, and the purple was merino silk sea cell. Wow. That sounds really cool. Elspeth said, pics please, Mel. I sure hope those red socks are in there. You guys, those are from that book. What if I lost the 14th pair of socks and I got to go back and knit them again? Oh, Tussa silk. Thank you. I thought I might be missing one. A typo. Oh, yeah. Okay. How many times am I going to flip-flop this around? Here we go. See, this is why I need to go live with you guys, so you can keep me busy while I'm knitting this sweater. Mel said, Elsbeth, that fault line is overdue for sure. Don't say that. I'll take the blizzards. That is really scary. Ghislaine said, it was wonderful to spin. It was a great marketplace find. Oh, fun. Yes, Tussa silk. I got more stuff to dye. I've been dyeing like crazy. John came out and dyed in the studio with me again last night. We were frustrated and we were mad at ourselves because we haven't finished with the pool yet. And I was like, I got stuff soaking out there. Do you want to just come out with me and dye that junk? Because it was all like random stuff. And he's like, yeah, let's go. And so he did one that is like blues and greens that is so pretty. Danielle said, Trish, have you been putting your socks into Ravelry? I have not. I haven't even thought about it. But I guess I could. I have pictures of everything. Elspeth said, Trish, it's been overdue for centuries. I think I'm good in my lifetime. I know, but it's still scary, right? And then I just saw this whole thing about the super volcano in wherever. I guess, is it in Yellowstone or right close to Yellowstone? And it was giving me like, again, I'm sure in my lifetime it's, you know. Andrew said I started an emotional support chicken with some of my earliest hand spun. Oh, that's a good idea for it. I think it's Navajo churro, way overspun. It was hurting my hands to knit with, had to take a break. How's it looking though? Because I bet that would make a really good chicken. Deb said I made an iDaz. I better look that up. Well, actually, Deb said I made an iDazzler sweater last year. Really fun pattern. Danielle said I want to see them. So next week's video or the next video, I just need to edit it. It's filmed. I'm going to show all the first quarter plus the ones that I got through on Sock Madness. Jan said, Andrea, I love the emotional support chicken. I knit 2 of them. Aren't they so cute? Rania said about dyeing, where can one find masks for kids? Want to dye with my 5-year-old but want to protect his airways. Okay, Jen said yes. Yellowstone is a super volcano. So Rania, you need an N95 for that. And I would definitely do that with kids. Hey, UP, you definitely want to protect their airways. And it is only in the dry form that is a danger to them. The one that I have, I think would probably fit a 5-year-old. I get it on Amazon. It's linked in some of my videos. It actually straps behind your head, so it makes a good seal. I honestly don't know for sure if it would fit or not. Now I'm second guessing myself. Mel said, Deb, how is the fit on the sweater? I'm definitely going to make the body longer. It's more like a swancho. I love a good swancho. Candy said, I posted my clown shoes. Oh, I didn't see it. Yarn, a small bat I finished spinning and setting, and the socks I'm currently working on. I commented, oh, Candy, you got to message me, and I'll take care of it today, because we're going to be done on the 28th, and I'm going to send the order in. Elizabeth said, I want to knit the emotional support chicken. I need more hours in the day. Girl, me too. Andrew said the chicken is working up pretty cute. Hated putting it down, but achy hands are no good. They aren't. It's better to take a break. It really is. Elspeth said, I just Googled the iDazzler. Wow, that looks great. Still want pics, y'all. I'm going to have to go and take a look. Candy said that would be fun to see. The socks, you mean? Or the pictures? Hey, Joanne. Ronnie said, yep, no, I'm not sure what that was too. I've read too much stuff. I'm so sorry. Deb said, Mel, I made mine longer too, not like a Swancho. Candy said the support chicken was fun to make. I just saw someone who got gifted one and it was really cute. Okay, oh good. Candy, I thought maybe it had been up and I missed it. Ronnie said I'll look it up. Yeah, all the socks, okay. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to posting it, and like I've been saving some as gifts. I have some that I'm going to just let our kids or whoever just say like I want those, I want those. So now I can disperse them. Cuz I had a pile of socks. Jan said I also looked up the eye dazzler. That is a lot of color work. Amazing. I feel overwhelmed thinking about color combos with color work. Have you ever like seen a sweater that you really like the colors of? Because I mean that's a good way to start out, but also it depends. The thing I think about most when I do color work or when I pick colors for color work is contrast, the level of contrast between different colors. And I use value for that, color value, not colors. Like, so yellow and blue have a lot of contrast no matter what the value is, but if you, oh gosh, how do I even explain it? If you use one of those tinted like piece of plastic, it'll show you what has a lot of value difference, and you can almost put any colors together if you get the contrast levels right. That was the point of my long rambling story. Sorry. Okay. Deb said, Elsbeth, how do you post pics? I think she's talking about in the Facebook group. Mel said, yep, no gators, shaky ground. No shaky ground. Yes, on the Facebook page. Deb said, it's a super memorizable pattern in the color work. Oh, nice. Joanne said, thanks again for getting through my heel turn. Joanne, I am so darn proud of you that you just said, well, I'm just going to do it, because I feel like that's what it takes sometimes with your first pair of socks or your first heel flap, or, you just have to just trust it. Mel said, hopefully we can do something fun this weekend. Last weekend we cleaned gutters and other random gross house projects. Mel, you work too much. Candy said, I wonder if you check contrast using a black and white. Yes, photo of that's a good way too. You do that for quilts. That's a great way. Deb said, I guess I don't know about the Facebook page newbie here. Okay, Deb, there is a Facebook group. It might even be in the description. I can't remember. We talk about it in here a lot because people talk about projects and post pictures. So I think it's in the description. And if you just request membership, just make sure you answer the questions, because it auto kicks people out without me even seeing their request, which I had forgotten that I set up. I don't know why I'm like this, you guys, but I am. Rock said you can take a photo on your phone and edit to black and white. That is such a good tip. See, I'm old school. I learned about color values before I had a phone that could take a picture. Jan said, Trish, thanks. Great ideas with contrast. I'm a copycat on colors because I struggle to choose colors. I do get that. I think a lot of us are scared too, because you're going to put so much work into it. And then if you don't like it, then what? Aaron said, does anyone have book recommendations other than Dying to Spin and Knit or Yarn Texture for ideas and information on how different dyeing techniques influence knitted work? I think Yarn Texture is my favorite. I think Grace Shalom Hopkins did a book, but I don't think she did finished work in it. And she gave it to her mom for weaving back then. So I don't think that would probably cover what you want, but it was a good dyeing book. Hello, Evie. Thank you, Elsbeth. I thought we had that conversation so many times that I think I put it in there. That, and people kept saying, like, how do I get to your shop? So I put that in there too. Joanne said, turn your work was the key. So confused about the leftover stitches. And you're right. you're absolutely right that it should have said turn work. It's interesting that it didn't actually, because if it was your first sock, how would you ever know that, you know? Hello, Athena. Mel, it is the 28th, so I will be submitting that order on like late the 28th. If you want some, just message me and I'll it's just a deposit. I'll invoice you for the deposit and then the rest is due when they're actually here because it's a pre-order this time. And then I'm going to order myself another bump to dye. Do you have a request? Because I haven't picked anything. What's your favorite? Candy said the sock pattern I'm doing now says turn your work, so I totally, yeah, I think it needed to say that. Elizabeth said, got a scram, just had to miss a call from work because I think I left my phone in the car. Thank you, Mel, to all tribers. Bye, Elizabeth. I hope you find your phone. Oh, that's fun. Mel said, I'm doing a chain ply for the color work, so it's color changing on its own. I love that. I can't wait to look that sweater up now. I got some drum carding to do after this, but I might go to the yarn store for a little while. Joanne said I took a shibori indigo dyeing class. So fun. Now how to do similar techniques with yarn. Which one is that? Is that the wax resist or is it the one where it's like tie-dye or is it something else? Someone help me. I know I've seen it. My purling is so slow. Similar to tie-dye, okay. It's like a resist, but you only use the fabric, not the wax. What is the wax resist one? Someone will know. Yes. Candy says the folding technique for indigo dyed fabrics. Evie said, anyone going to the Dutchess County Fair? So the New York Sheep and Wool, you mean? Batik. Thank you, lady. That's it. Batik. Definitely mix those up. I don't even think they're done in the same part of the world, are they? And I'm not going to make New York Sheep and Wool this year. But there's always hope for next year, right? It's okay. I have a lot of wool. Not complaining. I'm thankful. But like I could probably miss a year and it's okay. Joanne said folding and tying with string. Also sewing type that looks like teeth. Oh, I don't know about that. Dara said I live an hour from Rhinebeck, but I tore my meniscus in my knee and won't be there this year. That is so sad. Kim said Targhee or Polworth and silk. I have Targhee in the shop or in the, in the dye studio right now, but I was considering that, Kim, because I just finished my original bump of Polworth and silk, so maybe I will go ahead and grab some. Lisa said, tell the girls I will, Lisa. I'm dog sitting this week, so no shop for this week. Oh, for next week. Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm not sorry. You know what I mean? Dog sitting's pretty fun. Athena said, I'm curious about your field sweater. How did it turn out? I love it, but it's been too hot to put on. I tried it on. But I will show it at some point this fall, like when I wear it. I don't know if I told you guys, I can't remember the yarn I used. Did I tell you what I used? Because I don't remember. But I love it. I did change the pattern a little bit. I added a little bit of the grain pattern around the wrists. And I think maybe around the hem too. I can't even remember. But it fits nicely too. It's not blocked yet. Because I haven't been able to wear it. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne said I'll put pics on the Facebook page. Elizabeth said, this is a good question because I don't know the answer, but I'd love to. Does anyone know why they moved Rhinebeck to the same weekend as SAF? Are they hoping it's built-in crowd control because it's a big draw too? I really don't know why. And it's crazy. Hey, Tracy. Joanne said, why is a bump called a bump? I don't know. It is 10 kilos, so it's like 22 pounds. I do not know why they call it a bump. It's weird though, right? Oh, sorry, dude. I mean, in America, RH Lindsay does like 20-pound bumps sometimes, but originally it would have been a 10-kilo amount. Mel said, "Oh, Deb, I'm so glad you were in here today. I appreciate all your experience on that sweater." That works out. Rock said, "How many hand knit sweaters is too many?" All I can say is at least one more. At least one more than I have. She said, "I have a closet full and I have plans for 3 more besides the one I'm currently knitting." I mean, what's wrong with that? All right, he just got himself down. Athena said, "I think you told what yarn you use for the field sweater at some point. I saw it when you added extra patterning. It is awesome." Oh my gosh. I can picture the label, but I can't think what it was called. I have more of it. So I will tell you when I show it. Elizabeth said, "Rocks, there is no such thing as too many." Candy said, "It's only too many if they're all the same color." That, I can see that. Jan said, "Rocks, me too. I have so many." Mel said, "There's no such thing." I do think for me, this is only for me, when it overtakes the amount of space I have to store them, then it's like I'm getting on the edge. But I haven't gotten there yet. It wasn't Moondrake. Oh my gosh, it's so... I can literally see it from here. Should I go get it? I will just say I wasn't sure if it would show the wheat pattern, the grain pattern, and it looks so good. Okay, Elizabeth said yes, go get it. Hang on a sec, because I have to move the camera a little bit to do that. Because I have to make some room. Be right back. Oh yeah, now I remember. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I just stepped on bubble wrap. Yay. It's Patagonia by Juniper Moon, but it's a different color. It's this stuff. And I love it. It's like, they say it's a DK. I think it's probably more like sport, but I knit it on the same size needles that the sweater called for, and it came out to gauge. I think I'm weird that way. It seems for me that it matters more what size needles. Did you hear it? It was bubble wrap, I promise. I had it under my chair. So anyway, it was the darker green. But like, this is a color that John would like, so that's why I bought this one. It's a big hank too. It's 382 yards. Oh yeah, Juniper. That's where you got that from. That makes sense. Candy said, "Love stepping on bubble wrap. So do the grandkids." Oh my gosh, I used to love it when I was a kid. Evie said, I just finished my Gansey sampler. Came out pretty nice, so I guess I'll be starting my sweater within a week. Well, you know, Athena, um, I don't normally, and this is no shade to Mary Maxim, but I don't normally shop for yarn there. And it was either Mary Maxim or Hirschner's had this stuff, and I had it before. They had a crazy good deal last fall. Last fall? And I snapped a bunch of it up. I love a good deal. And then when I knitted it up and it made such a beautiful sweater, I was like, okay, that actually was a good deal. Anyway, so I gotta go. Thank you so much. You guys cheered up my afternoon because I was frustrated after that walk. I appreciate it. I really do. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to do some editing. Oh, here comes my girlfriend. Come on, friend. Oh, she's on the bubble wrap. Come on, babe. Come on. Hi. You on the struggle bus today to be a good girl? It's very hard, isn't it? I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I hate grocery shopping. Deb said, Ganseys are so fun. I have one that I started years ago but haven't finished. Bye. Yep. She does not even seem to notice it, Joanne. She said, does Dolly like the bubble wrap? She literally walked all over it and she didn't even flinch. Okay, sounds good, Candy. Yeah, if anybody still wants Millens, you have till the 28th. It's the 26th. And then I'll order them and they'll be in roughly a week to 10 days and I'll get them separated out and out to all of you. So I want to make some bats live, but I have a carding project going and I have to finish it before. Okay, Deb, I will check that. I have to finish the project that's on my carder so I can clean the carder before I make bats. So I'll be making bats live pretty soon, but I just need to finish that up first. Oh, you good girl. You so tired. You're hot. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys soon. I love you. Bye.